Hi there, Libra. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And yes, Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Readings. Or possibly Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Pirate Readings. Or Pirate Tarot Readings. I don't know. So if you have a preference on that, leave it in the comments below. Because I would very much like to hear from you, your preferences as I move forward. I'm getting ready to change the name of the channel. Ta-da! But this is why. Because this is what I do. Over half of my followers, subscribers, are indeed from a Ren Fair, which is where I am now at a Ren Fair with my tent. This is my whole setup right here, and I'm a pirate. Hello. So I wanted to share this with everybody so that you all would see this and understand where it's all coming from, because the other half of you haven't seen this. Here I am. Ta-da! But let me go ahead and let you know the readings are the same, but all the decks are different, so that's exciting. I have the Crystal Ally cards for the guiding card for the month. We have Sujolite, which is dreams, and it's very much a moon card, showing a gateway with a moon in it and letting us know that our dreams and goals are at issue this month. So pay attention to what's going on with that. The last 2 weeks have been kind of intense and emotional, and I get that. And the guiding message for you and you alone is that it's okay to not be okay. That's what Spirit told me to tell you. Also, flexibility for the overall everybody is that we need to be flexible as we walk through these situations in December, all right? So, with that being said, I have the 4 cards in front of me from the overview video. Because I had that 1 week where I grabbed too many. I grabbed 2 cards instead of 1. And so we have that extra card right here. And we'll talk about it. All right. I have pre-programmed this fantastical, awesome 1/3 of the Alleyman's Tarot. We are going to go ahead and add these. This is that compilation deck that says all that crazy stuff. Because it was a crazy deck. So let's play and see what comes up with. To help clarify what's happening here. Alrighty. So, last week was full of emotions and things. And here we're into a really neat breath of fresh air coming up for this particular week. We start this week with Stand Your Ground, right? It isn't just at the beginning of the week, but it's the overall vibe of the week, where we are this week. We're standing our ground. And that's awesome. We are accepting who we are, as we are, where we are. Awesome. If we don't, who will, right? Hello. So there is the shadow among things still here, still telling you some stuff about who you are and how you have a negative Nelly in your head. And that negative Nelly needs to be sent off packing, right? So stand your ground with that guy and let him know, hey, you suck. You're out. You've been fired. Because nobody wants to have anyone stand around telling us we aren't enough, we're not good, we're not okay. And he's really a jerk. So we're going to get him out of there. I don't think he belongs at all, because you are fighting for your brass ring. You are fighting to be appreciated. You're fighting to be successful. And if you can get rid of that negative Nelly, you are golden. All right. So send that guy packing. All right. So the area where you're blocked is rest and rejuvenate, meaning that you are going to be super busy and you're not going to be sitting still. So I need you to try and do some of that. If you can, it would be super helpful. Okay. Just saying. You can't outrun the shadow guy. All right. Just sit down and send him packing. This here is the happy squirrel. Now, we say he's a happy squirrel, but he's being licked upon by flames all around his house, right? So his houses are on fire. And which version of the happy squirrel is going to be happy when he's got flames around his house? It sort of speaks to, there's also the infinity symbol up there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's in a really cool foil. Because squirrels represent abundance, because they're always hunting and gathering, right? So They also represent busyness, like being too busy, not handling our stuff because we're so busy. So you're being too busy currently, and it's not helping your foundation. So your foundation is blocked. That's a 4 card. This one here, I'm going to call it an 8 card, but it's a backwards 8, so to speak, because the fact is, you're so busy, things are on fire around you, and you're not able to keep up with what's going on around you. It's important for you to pay attention to home. What's going on at home? Is everything handled? Is everything needing to be handled? Have you tried to get in there and take care of all that stuff? Try and get in there, do those things. If you're going to be busy, at least be busy taking care of yourself and your stuff, all right? Because something's going wrong at home. That's what I'm saying right now. Something at home is unattended, right? And when it's unattended, things get weird. Pay attention to that. And the final cards, the 3 of Cups, in the area where you're blocked. Going out and partying with people is going to block you. So, you've got a lot of different things blocking you right now. I think you know what's happening, and I think you can fix it. I think it's just about taking your busyness, checking out what's going on at home, making sure nothing's going wrong there, right? And then you can maybe sit and rejuvenate a little bit, right? Make sure your house is good and take care of you, all right? Now, what our real solution is, based on what we have here, is we have the base chakra, staying rooted in your base, right? Make sure you drop that anchor and make sure you're staying grounded, all right? Don't get caught up in other things, but also balance out your truth with what's going on around you actually, all right? There's a guy on the scale. He is weighing himself out to make sure that his truth is balanced with other people's, which is super interesting, right? Cool. The Empress is here, but this is sort of an interesting Empress, not like any Empress I've ever seen, because she's chained. She's chained to the baby. I feel like this one speaks to separateness from our parents, right? If we're not being separate enough from our parents, it's important that we practice that, right? Get into it, try it out, see if we can get closer to more separate from our parents, just so we stand on our own. We talked about standing your ground, right? So yeah, that's an issue. We want you to manifest separateness. Ha! Interesting. You can be separate but equal, right? Separate but in touch and okay, without it being a big deal, all right? This card here is talking about it's the Lover's card. So your relationship needs to be part of your solution, okay? So as you're setting up and moving forward, this Lover's card is telling me that you have support. You have support. You don't need it to be your mother. And you can move forward, okay? You can be a part of your world and take care of yourself any which way you like. But do keep things, stand up for yourself. Get rid of the shadow guy. Try not to be too busy. And make sure everything at the house is okay. Don't go to any big shindigs, okay? And I really like how this came out. I'm not even going to pull clarifying cards right now because this seems pretty clear. All right? Libra, I do hope you'll hang in there, and I hope you'll come back next week, and we'll talk about the 24th through the 30th of December. You can like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm here for you. Yes, it's a costume and a setup, but I'm not all truly piratey, right? Not in that way. I'm still me. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Can't do it without you. Really, really love what I'm doing, and I hope that I can be of service to you in some way. Check out my links below in the comment area. If you want to reach out, reach out. I won't be calling or reaching out to any of you, so you have to reach out to me, and then we'll do what we need to do. Okay, cool. So thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. And we'll talk next week.